Summary of the Four Agreements. The author, Don Miguel Ruiz, has a gift for conveying spiritual ideas through storytelling. This book is about the agreements that you have with yourself and how they affect you. The Toltecs are a group of artists and scientists who lived in Mexico thousands of years ago and passed down ancient spiritual knowledge and rituals. The Toltec is a way of life rather than a religion and has a unity of truth that brings about love and joy. One character mentioned in the book was studying medicine 3,000 years ago, but didn't fully agree with the curriculum, and then he had an out-of-body dream in which he left his sleeping body in the cave and walked out into the moonlight. He realized he was made of light and stars, and also realized that light creates stars rather than the inverse. Everything is made out of light, and even the in-between space, which isn't actually empty. People are purely love and light. The medic in training mentioned in the book was transformed by his realizations and saw himself in all living things. The doctor in training stopped judging others, and people could see that he had truly transformed and changed. He could see himself in everyone while no one could understand him. Humans have a collective dream of society and the planet. Religion, parents, and schools teach people how to dream a dream through rules. Most kids agree with the beliefs they were taught. The author calls this process the domestication of humans. Kids are taught how to live and dream through this process. Some kids get scared of being punished and of not being rewarded. The reward is attention. Over time, kids become someone they aren't and pretend in order to get a reward and make others happy. Children become copies of their parents and society's beliefs. People become good at domesticating themselves after a while and don't need parents or institutions to domesticate them. Young children may get scared if their needs don't get met or their feelings are hurt, but they live in the present moment and don't worry about the past or the future. When people grow up, their belief system, judgment, and victimhood don't allow them to be their fully expressed selves. When people break the rules in their own law book, this opens up emotional wounds. Humans pay thousands of times by feeling guilty or beating themselves up for one mistake rather than paying once for a mistake like animals do. The author believes that 95% of the beliefs people hold are lies, and society is ruled by fear. The collective human dream of society matches the description of hell. Fear controls the dream of society too. Dreams can feel like nightmares when people live with chronic fears. The mind is foggy, and this state is called mitote. People cannot see who they truly are and their own imprisonment. Aliveness is the biggest risk people face, not death. Many people never forgive themselves for being imperfect. People hide their genuine selves and feel inauthentic. They go against their nature to appease others and judge others as well. People abuse themselves more than anyone else abuses them, and self-rejection is the real cause behind this. Love-based agreements energize people, and fear-based ones deplete their energy. If the dream of your life isn't working out for you, your agreements with yourself need to change. Let's talk about the 4 agreements. Agreement 1. Be impeccable with your words. Words can create heaven or hell depending on how people use them. Impeccable means without sin, and sinning means doing things that go against your nature. Outside of a religious perspective, to sin means to reject oneself. Self-rejection leads to death, but impeccability leads to life. How we treat ourselves and others is how the world treats us. And as I always say, the world is self-reflective. Language is used to instill hate between nations and people. Gossip is rampant and helps people bond because no one wants to be unhappy alone. Opinions come from dreams, ego, and beliefs. When people are impeccable with their words, all their relationships improve, including with their pets. Agreement number 2, don't take anything personally. It's best not to take things personally because things are rarely about you. People don't do things because of you. Everyone is in a different world mentally and do things because of themselves. Even if a person insults you directly, it may have nothing to do with you and everything to do with their inner world and domestication. Trying to be right turns little conflicts into big dramas because one feels they have a need to defend their agreements that they set within themselves. People who live with love don't feel much fear, jealousy, or hatred toward others. You may accidentally touch other people's wounds with your words, even if you don't mean to hurt them. All the agreements people have made with themselves don't necessarily go well together. Because of conflicting voices, people don't necessarily know what they want or how to want it, because one part of themselves wants something, while another part wants something completely different. So, a lot of people aren't integrated within themselves. The body and mind are divided, and when thousands of mind parts say different things, that creates conflict. The way to get out of being in mitote or inner conflict is by understanding the agreements you have made with yourself. No one will be able to upset you if you live with the agreement to not take things personally no matter where you go, and you can have an open heart and ask for what you want. Agreement 3. Don't make assumptions. Making assumptions creates drama. When someone is afraid to clarify a thought or intention, that someone makes an assumption. People don't view things the way they really are. They see and hear what they want to. People reject themselves first before others reject them. Misunderstandings, war, and brutality wouldn't happen if everyone was impeccable with their communication and didn't make assumptions. Agreement 4. Do your best, always. Doing one's best changes from moment to moment, depending on the circumstances. When you do your best, you will share yourself with the people close to you and the community. People who do their best, take action, are productive and happy. Yet the majority of people only take action when they are compensated and end up feeling unhappy. Taking steps forward just for the joy of it, without expecting rewards, is the way to go. People aren't happy once their minds are programmed. Grown-ups are like children, but without the freedom, because they tend to have responsibilities. People want the freedom to be their full authentic selves, but the judge and victim parts of you don't allow you to be free. The mind needs to be cleared from poison and wounds so that happiness and freedom can return. It's important for you to form your own dreams and master them, because the belief system you've been taught might be based on lies. When people lead with love, life becomes simple.